I'm going to get out of my comfort zone a little bit again here. And it's not just that I washed the vehicle, because I didn't wash it, it just rained. I've actually had a few people contact me about showing off products in one of my videos. And so far I've turned them down because they didn't really relate to what I do. But the company got a hold of me that I actually needed their product. Now behind me here is my KK Liberty. It's an '08. It's a manual transmission. I bought it sight unseen because my wife wanted a modern vehicle and I wanted a manual transmission. Had it shipped. I don't think Jeep really hit the mark on this one. There's a lot of things they really missed the boat on. You saw this in a previous video where I had to fix the shifter because the factory one just popped out of gear. So I did put the aftermarket shifter in there, and it hasn't had a problem since with that. But the lighting has always been terrible. Really, these things they're probably the worst headlights of anything I've ever driven, and that includes some really bad vehicles. When I got contacted by a company that made lights, I immediately looked to see if they had something that would fix that. And they did. So they sent me them. So I'm going to do a video showing you how they work and what they are. Now the company is AUXBEAM. I guess it's auxiliary beam is what they're going for there. But I never heard of them before. And I have no idea how good these are. But they did show up in a fancy box. These are by far the fanciest lights I've ever had in my life. They come in a little fitted case. See? Really fancy. They look nice. So I'm going to see how they work, and I'll take you along for the ride. There's the part number of the ones I'm using. It's the H13, also known as a 9008, I believe, style headlight. One thing I noticed when I was looking these over, there is no DOT approval. They actually are called headlight grade, but not DOT approved. So something to keep in mind. Now I've never even taken them out of this box yet, so this is all... Oh, hey, that's foam. That's nice foam padding. Got one out of the box now, and yeah, it looks really nice. We've got the LEDs on either side, got a box, got a connector, and we'll see how plug and play this is. Now, let's look in the bottom here. There are zip ties, perfect. And there are instructions. All right. Since I'm supposed to be properly reviewing this product, I guess I'll look at the instructions. Okay, remove bulb, install bulb, insert the right way, rotate, connect, rotate, connect with wire. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary there. Some kind of warranty thing. I'll read that later if it ever goes bad. Now this Jeep has the stock airbox removed, has a K&N intake on it. So that's going to make life a little easier because you don't have to work around the airbox here. Now we have our other connector. Now for some reason Jeep decided to put two latches on these things. There is the regular latch you use to unplug it, and then there's a little safety that prevents you from operating the latch. It's so you don't accidentally unplug your headlights without intending. Seems a little ridiculous. Get a grip on the bulb, twist it. There's the old bulb. I'm going to hang on to these just in case. Okay. Alright, got it seated in. Now you rotate it 45 degrees to lock it down. That feels like around 45. Alright. Then we have the connector, the factory harness connector. So there's a light installed in there. Makes some dramatic wire connecting sounds. There we go. Got a click. Put in the safety so I don't accidentally unplug this. And yeah, it's all connected. Now, presumably those zip ties are for tying this box up somewhere. I'll get to that in a few minutes here. But I'm going to try turning them on right now. Alright, you can tell they're a different color. It does look definitely brighter. A lot brighter than that one. I'm going to see if you guys can hear this over the camera, but these actually hum. They're fan cooled. So it's actually cooling the bulbs, but if you're going through water crossings, get mud in there, I doubt that's going to survive. Luckily, I don't use this vehicle for off-roading, really. I got them installed. It was real easy. Now, this side has a battery in the way. If you're smart, you'd remove the battery first to get yourself good access. I did not remove the battery. It can be done with the battery in place, but it's not easy. Notice the bag. We've got zip ties. There's also double-sided tape to attach those little boxes. I'm going to go ahead and use the zip ties because I trust zip ties a lot more than tape. Now, I did some video ahead of time with the old headlights. I'm going to do the same video again with the new headlights, see how it compares. Now here's a glamour shot of the final install. We've got the fancy lights, zip tied the box right to the harness. That's it. So, super simple to install. I didn't actually need any tools. I used a screwdriver to get that safety bit on the connector pulled up because I didn't feel like yanking it with my thumbnail at that angle. But I didn't actually need to do it. I could have done it by hand. So, basically, a few minutes, no tools necessary, and we got better lights. Or do we? Let's find out. This seems like a good test spot to me. I'm at the end of a road, fixed position. Those trash cans are 60 yards away, and I can just about see them. Now that is low beam, low, high, and low. So, we're going to do a side-by-side comparison with the new ones. Here we are at the same 60-yard distance. That's high beam, low beam again, and high beam again. Looks a lot better to me. Let's compare to the old beams. We're going to use this nice dark road to do our comparison. Right now we are on low beams, and we're using the... Now already I think that the new headlights are definitely clearer. You can see the color's a lot better. The other ones are kind of orangey and really didn't highlight stuff well. It also seems you can see the side a lot better. So I'm already liking it. I think we already definitely have an improvement. The other ones kind of looked like you were using candlelight to see by. Now there's our high beams. We're going to see how the high beams work compared to the old high beams. Now the distance doesn't seem to be... I'm not sure if the distance changed a whole lot as far as visibility, but it definitely seems clearer. So that alone helps out a lot. But definitely a lot more width in the field of view. Now we're coming up upside. Oop, there's some animals in the road. And we saw them nice and clear. Now I didn't even film on the highway with the old headlights because I didn't think there'd be much of a difference. But I just noticed driving on the highway here that these new headlights really pick up the lines and the signs. The whiteness of the light really highlights them. A lot better than the old ones. Let's compare to the car about to pass me. Hey, his lights are a lot more yellow. You can see that there. My lights are a lot brighter, and you can really see the lines better at the lights I have than the ones I'm seeing in front of his car. So, are these new lights better than the stock ones? Yeah, they have a lot more visibility. You can see wider, the color's better, things seem clearer. They definitely are better than the stock lights. And how long they'll last? I don't know. So far they've worked, but it's only been a week or so. So I really can't tell you about longevity, but I don't see any reason to doubt they'll work. Now the most important question is, would I spend my own money to buy these and put them in my vehicle? Now that's a tough question, because I am pathologically cheap. Now I think it's perfectly normal to install a battery and a gas tank into your vehicle in order to drive it. I consider brakes a convenience, not a necessity. So the truthful answer is no, I wouldn't spend my own money on these headlights, even though they're noticeably better. If they hadn't been given to me, I wouldn't have them. However, you can make up your own mind because you can do whatever you feel like. And you might like being able to see things in front of you at night. Who knows? Some people do that. But I would just put up with the old ones and save the few dollars. But that's just me. So, I'll keep being me, you keep being you. We'll catch you again working on something else. We'll see you next time.